Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. This is going to be a little bit of market talk for July 8th, and then we'll get into the watch list for tomorrow, July 9th. Thanks for being on the channel. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for hitting the like button down below this video. Please hit that like button. So let's go ahead and take a look at, hey, what was moving today? Top gainers today. You had Soli jumping 62% today. Ness popping 37%. ADVM jumping 23% for the day. STON climbing 19%. IDX play on cryptos here, up 18% on the day. ORN climbing 18%. We had Overstock jumping 13% on the day. We caught this one in the room over $15.30. The call on that one. OASM jumping 13.5% for the day. Some of your top losers for the day. And here it goes. That's coming up. CTST took a big hit today, down 22.5% there. You had XBIO dropping 17%, JAGX taking a hit 14%, ITCI dropping 13%. MLNT had a down day today, down 12% on MLNT. Was a big mover last week on that name. Let's see, what else do we had? CBIO dropping 11% on the day. So that was some of your stocks moving to the downside today. Let's go ahead and take a look at our heat map for today. So the Dow fell today. The Dow Jones Industrials fell today. Apple led the Dow down, and Boeing also. For Boeing, they lost a $6 billion order to Saudi Arabia. So they were down six. They lost that $6 billion deal. So Boeing was down. Apple was down on a downgrade today. Apple got downgraded by Rosenblatt, and they downgraded it to a sell from a neutral on Apple, and they say that Apple will face fundamental deterioration. So the Dow Jones for the day down 114 points, down on the transport 69 points, the S&P 500 minus 13, and the Nasdaq minus 60. The Dow dropped for the second day after the jobs report came out on Friday, and that lowered the odds of a Fed rate cut. All right, so here's your heat map, courtesy of FinViz here. You see the banks were down a bit. Apple taking a 2% hit today on Apple. We had bookings, the old price line. This was down 2.5%. We also had Pfizer and Merck continuing down. Remember last video we talked about Trump making comments about announcements coming up on drug pricing. So a little more selling. You had AbbVie down another 2.5% for the day today. Google down 1.5% on the day. Facebook down 1/3%. And so, tech didn't help. You had Boeing down. Here's General Electric down almost 3% on the day. So once again, the Dow dropped about 116 points because of the chances for a Fed rate cut are slipping away. And let's get this heat map out of our way. Some of your unusual options activity for the day. NOW over in the software space. Unusual call activity. Fold, FOLD. Weight Watchers had call activity today. We also had to the put side, you had Intel, Chewy, and GPS, that's Gap Stores. They had unusual put activity courtesy of the trade exchange. Don't forget now, tomorrow is a big day. Tuesday the 9th at 8:45. We're supposed to get Jerome Powell speaking. Let me click on this and see if it tells us. speaks at 8:45 to 8:50 a.m. That's the estimated time when he's going to start speaking. Jerome Powell for tomorrow, and then we do have Jerome Powell all this week. Wednesday and Thursday for Jerome Powell, and you see all the Fed speak going on here. So this courtesy of the Trade Exchange. That's their calendar. We went more into depth on this in the Let's Get Ready for the Week Ahead. So just keep that in mind to watch that other video. For earnings this week, we got PepsiCo tomorrow before the bell, PEP, Levi's, a recent IPO, LEVI coming out after the bell for tomorrow. So keep that in mind for your earnings. But, Jerome Powell week this week. Let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin real fast. I'll reload this. This from TradingView. Bitcoin currently back above 12,000 now on Bitcoin. Jammed it down. I believe it went down below 10,000, and now we're back up to 12,000 on Bitcoin. That's moving up nicely today. This was one of the stocks, CTST. This took a big hit today. Cantrust stock plunges after a facility found non-compliant. This was one of your stocks in the cannabis space that took a big hit, down over 20% on CTST. So that coming from Market Watch. Let's go ahead and look at some of our sectors. It was kind of a quiet day, by the way, on the SPY. Look at the volume. We kind of knew that going in this morning at Zozo StockWatch. We said that the volumes might be a little bit light. We did catch a few trades, though. At 8:45, I get on the microphone each and every day. And we do our pre-market prep. It starts at 8:45 a.m. Eastern time. We went through a lot of stocks. We had RIOT, Overstock for some of the cryptos on watch. We did get a trade out of Overstock today. So a nice pop there. RVLV, a little bit light in the volume, but over 39 was giving some trades. BYND, we caught this one on the break of 155. Roku moving up over 98.50 today, a big move up. So folks were on that. We shorted Intel. We also shorted Apple on the break of 200 bucks. Apple short, $200 break for the short. Jumped down about $2 from there. So we caught that to the short side. Did not catch solely today. Missed that one. Beyond Meat was very good, but missed the solely here today. What else? We caught a crowd, CRWD, over 69.75 today. That was alerted in the service. So there were some trades. KPTI, we did try it over 880. Lost about a dime on this one. Crowd, we got a dollar gainer on that one. So we did have some good trades early in the morning. And then after that, the market just went quiet. There was really nothing much going on in the afternoon. So let me get that out of our way. So we did make some money today. Which is always nice for a Monday. Mondays are the hardest day to come in and trade because, it is Monday, and especially after a 4-day week and a weekend, you don't know what to expect, but we did catch a couple of good trades at Zozo StockWatch. So anyway, dip buyers showed up again on the SPY here. All right, so we are just playing kind of ping pong around this 5 EMA. We came down near the Friday lows of about 296. We kind of made a higher low right here. Then they moved us up, but that was kind of the range for the day, a tight range, low volume type of a day. If you didn't catch something in the morning, you really weren't going to get too much in the afternoon. I saw a lot of stocks under $1 bouncing around a little bit. DPW, SUNW were moving around. So if you like those under $1 names, they were moving around. But for the SPY itself, kind kind of in a very tight range for today. I will go ahead and look at a couple of other markets real fast. As we talked about, the IBB, a second day down in a row here. Some nervousness about what President Trump announcing about drug prices. XBI also moving down. So the biotechs taking a break today. You see Pfizer moving down, Merck moving down today. As far as the IWM itself, we had a nice couple of days. Now we're in this kind of consolidation around the 5 EMA. So far, we're holding above, closing above that 155 level. 154 area is around where the 10 SMA is on the IWM, the smaller caps. The IWC, the micro caps, playing ping pong once again, bouncing back and forth around that 200 SMA, the green moving average you see there, but holding around the 5 EMA, holding around the 10. So kind of a waiting mode here as we're going to see what Jerome Powell does to the markets this week. Some of the stocks in the software space were doing well today. Team popping today. Zscaler strong today. SMAR also up today. TWLO, that one was popping today. So the software space is still strong. Splunk still holding up very well today. Let's check a Workday. Workday hanging in there. Shopify was very strong. Got an upgrade today. Thing was up about $7 for the day on Shopify. Twitter hanging in there today, up a little bit on Twitter, holding above the 5 EMA and so forth. We'll check Facebook. That's still holding above the 10 SMA. Amazon still strong here, holding above the fast-moving averages on Amazon. Cree still possibly setting up here. Watch that one over the 50 SMA, over 60 bucks. We talked about it yesterday. AMD still hanging in there. Keep an eye on this one for AMD. And let's see, PBR, also a Brazilian oil stock holding above the 10 SMA. Keep an eye on PBR. 17.5 million shares came into that. That's not the watch list yet. I'm just throwing out some names here. Boeing had another weak day. We talked about that. They lost an order from the Saudis. SMH. The SMH sector got downgraded today, so we have another soft day in the semis. But really, when you look at it, we had this big pop up to about 115. We've pulled back about $5 on the semis. So we've come from, let's see, down here about $98 up to 115. So right now we're just kind of hanging around the 10 SMA. Really not too much damage on the semis today. On DA Davidson downgrading a bunch of semis. Morgan Stanley downgraded pretty much the overall market today, but once again the Dow only down 114, the S&P only down 13, and the Nas only down 16. Everybody kind of waiting for Jerome Powell, like I said, and I guess dip buyers show up again for today. All right. So we'll see what tomorrow's going to bring. Let's check out some of these sectors and we'll get into that watch list. The VIX popped up a little bit today, about 5% on the VIX, but still only a 13, 14 handle on the VIX. Nothing to worry about there. What else did we have up today? We had the home construction, the ITB was up a little bit fractionally. The OIH was up fractionally for today. Oil closed at 57.66 on light sweet WTI. Let's go ahead and look at to the downside. You had JNUG moving down 2.5%. KWeb, the China Internet names, down 2%. MJ took a little bit of a hit, down 1.5% today. Like we said, the IBB was down 1.33% for the day. Let's go ahead and check some of these names in the marijuana sector. So like we said, CTST got hit today. BLRX, TTPH down. GNLN, a recent cannabis IPO, down over 3%. NBEV dropping 3.5% for the day. To the upside, OGI Now, the guy that got cut from CGC, the CEO, he said he liked this stock, and it's been showing some good strength. 1.8 million shares came into OGI, another cannabis name that was up today, 2.5%. XXII, YGYI, not much movement in the daily chart. Constellation Brands was up 1.32% on the day for this name after their earnings gap up, holding above the earnings gap up and trying to get up over this $200 area on STZ. So let's go ahead and get into that watch list for tomorrow. Sorry for all these lines on here on AMD. Is getting through that 32 area on AMD. So this one will be on watch for tomorrow. By the way, folks, please hit down below this video, hit that like button. A lot of you are watching my videos, but I need you to go down there and hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button. Help this channel to grow. So first one up is AMD. Looks good on the daily chart. One of the stronger semi names. Keep an eye on this one. Almost ready to do a swing trade maybe in AMD. Really watching that one. AVEO. Let's check this name out. Was popping up into the close. Now it's an under $1 name. AVEO kind of gave it back going into the close also, but a lot of these under $1 names have been popping. So keep this one on watch if you want. BYND Meat, very strong. We got a trade out of this one today from 155. The stock moved all the way up to 159 and change right out of the gate, breaking through this 155 and pushing higher. So we'll have this one on watch again for tomorrow. The numbers I would watch on BYND is if it can take out these recent highs on BYND Meat. So let's see. On this name, BYND Meat, if it can get up over, that 159 area for BYND. All right, so keep an eye on that one. Let me lower this down a little bit. So over, that 159 area, this one will be on watch for tomorrow for maybe continuation move for tomorrow, maybe 159.25. Another name I'll be watching is CVM. All right, quietly basing here, not giving much back at all. Every dip is bought on CVM. If they can break this $9 area, 9.12 area on CVM, keep that one on watch. Looks interesting. EVOK was starting to make one of these turns. 1.2 million shares, moving up in the after hours. Once again, an under $1 name, but in these slower markets, sometimes you get these plays in these under $1 name. Another one is SUNW. A lot of bids coming in on this one in the after hours on SUNW. Closed at 55 cents, currently at 59 cents. But this one made a big run all the way up to $2 previously, and now it's right back down near support here. So it looks like it's getting some volume again. So once again, another under $1 name. IDEX in the crypto space looks very strong on the daily chart, has this $3 area up ahead, came all the way up to 285 in the after hours. Have that one on watch. I'll have to watch it intraday on that one. Also, keep an eye on some of these other crypto names too. RIOT didn't do much today, but maybe it gets going tomorrow. Mara is another one on that. Grow is another crypto name. The daily chart on Grow is holding up nicely here. If it can get back above this 190 area, would like to see, volume today on this thing, only 39,000 shares. So that's a problem, right? Only 39,000 shares makes it kind of tough to trade Grow. A couple of bigger names, LVS setting up here. Maybe a possible swing trade in LVS. Can take out the tops here, 62.50 area on LVS. The other one, WYND, looks very good too, and probably needs to get up over 135 though. We're still about $2 away from that. So if the market starts moving down, all bets are off, depending on what Jerome Powell says tomorrow. MAXR pausing pausing a little bit today, but still holding up well. MAXR basing under this $10 area. You see it came up to $9.99, and then previously it got up to $10.05. So if this one can clear that $10.05 spot on MAXR, it might be interesting. So keep an eye on that one. Doesn't look finished yet. MU was very strong today. Surprised me. MU. I was watching AMD at the open, and it was moving down, but MU showing some good strength today. We'll see if there's a continuation move, and that was with the semis downgraded today by D.A. Davidson. So we'll see if this one wants to make another move. Overstock, watching this one for maybe further continuation. Now the 200 SMA is sloping down here. It's currently at $17.19. So we'll see if this overstock wants to maybe at least get up over 1690, and then maybe we get that 17. Now I do see it up here in after hours above 1712. So we'll see if we can get a trade in that one for tomorrow. SQ, always on watch on SQ. I still think it needs to get up over this 74.60 area for SQ to really get going. Kind of disappointed in the action on it today. TNK, a shipper, holding up well today. TNK, NAT, one that we're watching. Maybe if it can get up over this 240, 245 area on North American tanker. You see GNK has had a good day today. SBLK, let's check that one. We talked about SBLK on the video last night. SB also moving up. So keep an eye on NAT, and also let's see, GNK, all right, for maybe further continuation in this name. A lot of volume coming in to GNK. Twitter, like we mentioned a little bit earlier on watch. I have to watch this thing at the open, all right? Twitter makes a lot of false moves. Really like it best if we could ever clear the 50 SMA here. So a little bit of work to do there on Twitter. And let's see, NIO was moving up a little bit. NIO trying to curl up. I like it if it can get over the 50 SMA, all right? So over the 50 SMA is 356. So maybe 356 really gets NIO going. Let's see, in the close strong. Here's NIO closing strong here, right at 350. They bounced it nicely here, got it back above. A nice reversal here on the 5-minute back over VWAP, and for a nice push up. So NIO getting some action, 40 million shares. That's almost as many shares that traded in the SPY today. The SPY volume today was 46 million, and NIO traded 40 million shares. So that's pretty amazing, right, when you think about it. So NIO will be on watch for tomorrow. So that's about it. All right, that's kind of your stocks. Now, I don't know what kind of market we're going to get once Jerome Powell. I don't know exactly what he's going to say for tomorrow and the rest of the week. But we do have Jerome Powell a lot. Plus, we have a PPI, CPI coming out this week. Could be market moving there. And of course, we could get any headline from China, the United States, Trump tweeting something that could move the markets. So hang in there. All right. Trade in the morning. Get your trades done in the morning. Afternoons have been very sluggish. Don't overtrade. All right. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. We'll be back at it with another video tomorrow night for Wednesday. Have a great day trading tomorrow.